I've watched this fight many times now. There's too much hugging in this fight. Why didn't the referee say break? What's this charade for? Breidis does it pretty damn professionally. He holds. It shouldn't be allowed. Perez didn't know how to stop it. He doesn't know how to work with the jab. The jab is the most important thing. If he had worked with the jab, the fight would have been more difficult for Briedis. To tell you the truth, I think he's boring. But he became a good boxer, and he's quite a skillful boxer since he became world champion. It's not easy to win world titles and win 23 battles, and most of those battles he won by knockout. I don't like his boxing style, but that's my own subjective opinion. Those are the words of WBO Cruiserweight World Champion Oleksandr Usyk speaking about his opponent this weekend, Briedis, who is the WBC Cruiserweight World Champion, and Breidis' performance in his last fight against Perez. Usyk is echoing my sentiments when I made my post-fight video of the Breidis-Perez fight. I was talking about how excessive the clinching was for Breidis, and how the referee should have done something about it, because excessive clinching is illegal in boxing. It's incredible how many people try to defend Breidis' clinching and blame it on Perez. No. You have to blame it on the guy who's doing something illegal. And that is what Breidis was doing. Excessive clinching is illegal. He should have had points deducted, and that's what Usyk was getting at there. That's why he called it a charade or a charade, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, what is this charade all about? Why didn't the referee do something about it? Ridiculous. But Usyk goes on to say that if Perez had known how to use the jab properly, he would have been able to keep Breidis at a certain distance where holding wouldn't have been a factor. That's what he seems to be saying. Not that he's exonerating Breidis for what Breidis did, no, but he's saying if a guy is using foul tactics with you, stay on the jab, don't let him get close to you, and you can nullify the holding. You can prevent him from even doing anything illegal to you in the first place. If you've got a referee who's not going to do anything, not going to do what he should do, then that's what you have to be able to fall back on, is the ability to keep your opponent at range. That to me seems like what Usyk is saying. Nonetheless, Breidis may try and have a similar approach to the Usyk fight in terms of holding a hell of a lot. You have to wonder why he held so much against Perez, because I've watched a lot of Breidis' fights, and yeah, he does hold here and there, but I've never seen him hold as excessively as he did against Perez. Why was that? What was he worried about? Did he really fear Perez on the inside? Was it the punching power of Perez? I mean, I don't know, because Breidis has fought guys who can punch before. Duradola could punch. You know, Manuel Char, heavyweight, I guess he has decent power. So what was it that Breidis was so worried about? Why was he doing so much holding? I don't get it. Will he attempt to do a similar amount of holding against Usyk? And I guess we'll find out if Usyk's able to deal with it. My gut instinct tells me that because Usyk is taller and rangier than Perez or Breidis, that he will be able to implement what he was talking about in terms of keeping Breidis on the end of a jab and not allowing him to get too close to him. I think Usyk will be able to do that. He also moves better than Perez. So yeah, if Breidis is hoping to use holding tactics, I think it's going to be a lot more difficult against Usyk. I'm definitely picking Usyk to win this fight and win the fight convincingly. And I hope he wins the fight, because just like Usyk said there, he doesn't like Breidis' style. I don't like his style after watching that Perez fight. I was really disappointed in him. So I hope Usyk wins. I think it'll be better for the tournament if he wins a guy with a much more eye-catching and crowd-pleasing style. So we'll see. But nonetheless, I'll look at it objectively. If Breidis is doing the better work and he does actually manage to pull off the upset, I'm giving him all credit and all kudos. Yeah, I'm not going to be seeing things through a biased pair of eyes when it comes to their fight. I'm going to look at it objectively, and if I think Breidis has actually won, then I'm going to say, even if it's against the grain, I'm going to say so. So anyway, we'll see what happens this weekend. Oleksandr Usyk versus Briedis, a unification of the WBO and WBC Cruiserweight World titles, and the semi-finals of the World Boxing Super Series. So let's see what happens here, people. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's happening. I'm out.